With the addition of Sony's spatial sound technology 360 reality audio into the BandLab platform, now anyone has the opportunity to create their own 360 RA mixes with just a pair of headphones, a smartphone, and some imagination. I'm Sean Reynolds, a songwriter and producer from the UK, and in this video we're going to explore a few essential tips and tricks to maximise the impact of spatial audio in your music. Before we get into the tips, it's important to know that as this is a video, these examples won't sound exactly the same as they will in true 360 reality audio, so make sure you go and have a listen for yourself on the BandLab platform. One complaint you sometimes hear about spatial mixes is that they can lose some of the impact we're used to hearing in a stereo track. However, there are loads of ways to hold on to this energy while staying true to the immersion of spatial audio. If you're adding your own audio to a 360 RA beat, a good rule is to keep the core, driving elements of your song in the center instead of panning off to the side. So things like your vocals, bass, kick drum, or rhythm guitar, for example. If you're not already, make sure you're wearing your headphones now. So I've opened up the Waste My Love beat inside BandLab. Let's hear how that sounds. So I've added a really simple synth melody panned straight down the middle to remain the focus of the track when we listen back in 360 reality audio. Another trick you can do is to double up the kick drum, which can add texture and punch to your low end when listening back in 360 reality audio. However, if you want to make your added tracks sound like they're further away, then you could try adding your own reverb. So I've got a new synth top line and I've added shimmer reverb to give it space in the mix. Now let's hear how that sounds. The next level of this is to consider how reverb and EQ can work together to make something feel closer or further away. A short room reverb and boosting your high frequencies will make your instruments sound close and intimate, whereas a large hall reverb and cutting the high frequencies will make things feel further away and a bit more ambient. 360 reality audio offers a huge boost in clarity and instrument separation when mixing, and this can take some getting used to when moving from mixing in stereo. Arguably, it actually makes mixing a bit easier. In stereo, compression and EQ are pretty much essential to get different elements of your track to gel nicely together. But in 360 reality audio, you can afford to have a more delicate touch and use these effects more creatively to control the tone and character of your sound rather than out of necessity. As a producer working with spatial, you need to consider what space you're putting your listener in, and to make sure that this matches with the lyrical themes, energy, and overall vibe of your song. For example, if you're creating a smooth jazz or lounge track, you might want to transport the audience into a kind of jazz club environment, cozy, intimate, and with the instruments spread out naturally in front of you. It might feel out of place to have a trumpet spiraling around someone's head. Just because you can, doesn't mean you should. However, with an EDM track, the synth lines aren't based on real acoustic instruments, so there is less expectation of what it should sound like, and so you might want to be more free to experiment with lots of high energy movement. Mastering is essential if you want your song to sound polished, professional, and attention-grabbing, and this is still true when working with 360 reality audio. So with this track, I've added the universal mastering preset. This helps my new added elements gel with the original beat. So make sure you spend some time exploring the BandLab Mastering presets once you've remixed one of the 360 RA beats. You'll notice that you're actually working in stereo until you save and publish the beat. Then it's turned into a 360 reality audio song. This is just the beginning of Sony's 360 reality audio integration into BandLab, with loads more beats and features coming in the future. In the meantime, have a play with the 360 RA beats and see what you can come up with.